All right, so I hate to start this, but walk me through this one more time. This lovely lady here got me in a predicament. So explain.
Here's a young back my voice.
Yeah.
Okay, does zero exist?
Does zero, the number zero does not exist, but it can only contribute,
And I'm saying that zero does exist because it creates change.
create change. But are you saying it creates change in any form of multiplication? Or are you saying it creates change only when it's pluses and minuses? Because I say it depends on the math mechanism you're using.
I don't think it matters what kind of math you're using. If there's any change, then it exists.
So, but you're saying if you do 10 plus 0, the 10 is unchanged. But if you do 10 times 0, you're saying that the fact that it comes up with 0, are you
It's
saying that
changing a number.
it's changing? But change will be increase, decrease, right?
Well, it changed it. If 10 is the main number, okay, you add us or subtract 0, the 10 remains unchanged, right?
Okay.
But if you multiply it by 0, then the answer is 0. So something has happened to that 10 because of that 0.
So you're saying that the 0 made the 10 not exist because it's multiplied by nothing?
Well, I'm not saying that the 0 made the 10 not exist, but what I am saying is that if 0 is defined as nothing, then nothing really is something if it's affecting a change.
So just because 10 plus 0 doesn't affect the 10, but 10 times 0 creates nothing or 0 itself, and that 0 itself can be defined as something that exists or a number.
Yes, it is defined as something, even though 0 may be seen as nothing.
So would you say that in mathematical universe that it depends on how it's being used, that will create a scenario that will say 0 is can be counted as an actual number or something to enhance or not
No, I don't
enhance?
think that it enhances. I think it's its own separate, unique entity that perhaps mathematics can't fully define.
So then what's your thoughts on 10 divided by 0?
It's undefined. And maybe
So
somebody needs to find the definition. But
so
that
is undefined something as something that can be used to undefine something else?
I
don't think that makes sense.
If it's, I don't know, but if it's undefined, 10 divided by 0, that means we don't have the tools or the capacity to understand what that means. We just don't know what it means.
Is this it's your own perspective that determine what the outcome is?
No, I think it's absolute truth that we don't know.
The absolute truth is unknown.
I think we don't know. I don't think it has anything to do with perspective.
I think it got to do with perspective because some math wizards will say one thing and other math wizards will say something else.
I would be curious to know what other mathematicians would say about 0. Because then if you divide 0 from 0, then what is it? Undefined?
If you divide 0 from 0, then it's probably going to come up as error.
What does that even mean?
I mean, because when you say error, then that means something that's trying to put into existence doesn't make sense. But then you say 10 times 0 is 0. So then 0 can be classified as something that is a number, or nothing is a number, right? But then when you get the error, don't the error mean that technically the math don't make sense?
I don't know if it means it doesn't make sense or it just means we just don't know how to make sense of it.
So don't know can be defined as something.
So really the question is not does 0 exist or not, but the question is nothing 0? Is nothing
Nothing 0?
Something?
Or is it just
nothing something?
Or is it just something that humans just haven't created?
We've been around for a long time.
No, we ain't been around that long.
You're
All
right.
right.
Not
I'm gonna
compared
let
to
you know.
dinosaurs.
Bye.